Hola amigos, and welcome back to another one of my Bring a Blanket live writing and productivity sprints. It's a bit chillier today, so I've got my blanket back again. I haven't needed it for the last couple of sprints, but I think sitting here I will get quite chilly. I am very, very sorry for the misunderstanding earlier with my stream being set up for 12. I don't know what happened there, but thank you very much to lovely Martin who pointed it out to me. Let's have a look and see. There's lots of chat from earlier on when the lovely Martin was there. I think he's here again now. The awesome Richard. Richard was having lunch. Richard popped a link for his book trailer, which is premiering just after this stream finishes. So I will make sure that I pop that link down before we finish as well, so that people can go straight over and check that out. He was eating a coronation chicken sandwich, and I was very worried because he bought a yellow sticker coronation chicken sandwich a few days ago, and I was worried it was the same one, and I was like, is that chicken okay? And you can't really tell when it's all covered in like the spices and the mayo and stuff. I was concerned. I'm such a mum. Such a mum. And Richard said, oh, just got the notification for your new Instagram for Authors video. Yes, that went up a few hours ago. Coronation quiche chap. My brother-in-law made it, and apparently it was very, very delicious. Laura Gomez was waiting on tenterhooks with breath that was baited. Presumably, Martin told everybody what was going on, so that was all good. And Richard reassured me that it was a new sandwich. Jocelyn messaged to say good morning. And Dreaming Truth is here and has clicked the like button. Yes, if you haven't already, please make sure that you do click the like button. I really, really appreciate it. It helps my channel. Martin says, let's try this again. Indeed. And Rachel is there hugging the like button. Dream Hoppers United. Yes, SD is streaming at the moment as well. I'm not sure if anybody else is. So what I'll do during the first sprint, I will make sure that I add in the details of anybody else who is streaming at the moment, so that if you fancy a little bit of stream hopping, you can do so. We are using Shannon's lovely cat timer that she made for me again, just because I'm so happy that she made me a timer. It's really, really wonderful. So let's get into this first sprint. And like I say, I will stick the links to other people's things down below. So here we go, guys. Let's be all productive and awesome in 3 and 2 and 1. Let's go.
All right, monkeys, assemble.
How did that go? I'm sorry that I didn't have the sound on, so we couldn't have like the ding-a-ling thing. I've got it on for the next one. If you like a ding-a-ling. Who likes a ding-a-ling here? Right, yeah, how did that go for you? It was good for me. I'm doing a developmental edit again today, and I got through a chapter of that. I'm distracted because my shelves behind me are so messy today. I think it's because I was filming yesterday and I took all the writing books down and then just shoved them up there. Actually, probably the kids shoved them up there. To be honest, that's probably what happened. I just noticed that Richard managed to get 650 words. Very, very, very nice. And Laura Gomez did several pages of general faffing. Well, my email address is down in the description, Laura. If you would like me to give you a hand with the synopsis, I'm more than happy to. I don't like writing my own synopses, but other people's. That's another thing. I don't think I am going to get through all of these lovely messages. You guys are amazing and so supportive and completely awesome. But I'll see where we got up to before, and I will see what I can do going through it quickly. I will try to be like Shannon because she is completely amazing with going through all of the comments on hers. Okay, so Margaret joined us and Shannon joined us. I think we knew that Richard was here already. SD stream is going on over on her channel, so there is a link to that. And also, there's so many streams going on today. Writing Violet's stream is also there. Mama Maggie came in. Hello, lovely. Author Kay Parkwood is also streaming, so there's a link to her stream. Everybody was pleased to see Panda coming in. He has a new video out on his channel all about entering writing contests and his experience. So make sure that you go and check that out because you don't find out until the end how he did in the contest. So it's very exciting. The author Anne Sophie came. Celebrity moment. She's hanging out. And the lovely ML Bull who loves pandas. Panda is Andy's nickname. Like Andy Panda. Andy Pandy became Panda. Yeah, he's Panda. Author Kay popped over to say hi because I popped over and said hi to her on her stream. Janice Does Booktube is here. If you haven't checked out her channel, please make sure that you do. She started a book review channel just a couple of months ago, I feel, but what a character. Absolutely hilarious. Brilliant. Love it. Laura Gomez is here as well. Evening all. Why is it evening? It's 3:30. You're in the UK. Why do you think it's the evening? We knew that Martin was here. He's finished past formatting a book for a client. Now back to my outlining for Project Trafalgar. Very nice. Janice hasn't been feeling very well, but she's joining us from her sickbed with tea. Synopsis is kicking Laura Gomez's butt. Tea. I made up a little song about Martin, if anybody needed a new song about him, if you're running low. Martin's making tea if anybody needs one. And there was much amusement. Devon has joined for the first time. Hello, Devon. It is lovely to see you. And I really like your profile picture. It's really cute. And also Joanne joined us. Hi, Joanne. How's it going? How's Project Sugar and Spice today? Andy says that he can only join one live stream for some reason, so he can't join in all of them. Apparently we're marrying Richard Holiday off. I thought that because of his work for the monarchy that they kind of gave him a little bit of a stipend so that he could support himself. Or does that come to you, Martin, so that you have a dowry for him? I don't know. It's interesting. Link to Richard's newsletter, which is really, really good. If you're not joined up to it, then make sure that you do. Panda says that he's choosing my stream. Someone's trying to call me from somewhere at the moment, but I'll ignore them. I'll call them back in a bit. Are we? Anne is going to be having pizza tonight. Nice. I think I might make pizza tonight as well because I haven't been shopping for a long time, so I don't have a lot of other food in, to be honest. Rachel says my co-author is addicted to ellipses. Yes, me too. These things are all over the place, but I'm catching them on edits. Yeah, I tend to use quite a lot of them for when kind of people aren't sure what to say and things. I'm sorry. Martin got a chapter outlined. Well done. We're all doing so well today. Panda is a big fan of general faffing and avoiding work. That's not true. You work really hard. And RC is here. Hello, Guy. How are you today? I don't know. Emerson, that's my nickname. I don't know what Lake Palmer's got say. Martin says, why are other people's blurbs so much easier to write? Because it's more fun to write somebody else's, in a different genre. It's different, isn't it? And you're not worrying about it so much. So you're not faffing with it. You're just kind of writing it, What genre blurb are you writing? Mama Maggie says, I discovered there was 1,000 words missing, an entire character's redemption arc ending. Oh no, actually missing, like you'd written it and it's gone, or that you'd forgotten to write it. Laura Gomez says the synopsis is not fit for other human eyes, but thank you. You are so kind. You know what you got to do? You got to vomit it out, okay? Because you can't edit nothing. So just get it all out in the order that it happens, and then you can tidy it up. Richard is suggesting that Martin get ChatGPT to do it. I don't think it's going to do a very good job, to be honest, Richard. Well, maybe it will. I don't know. But I don't think it's going to get the feel for the genre. But then I don't like ChatGPT. So I'm probably not the person to talk to about that. Anne did laundry and she's going back to her own stream. And Mama Maggie says, I don't know if they deleted it, not realizing what it was or not putting it back in. Cool. RC says to Martin, write it normal without chat IBS. It's lazy. I mean, if it helps, then fine. I just feel that either the author or the person writing it is going to have a better feel for the story than a machine. That's just my thinking. And Mama Maggie says, kind of important for the story for the homicidal mobster to fight his equally homicidal cousin to save the object of his obsession. Yeah, duh, you can't miss that bit out. Laura Gomez says, I must have been driven mad by synopsis. It's definitely afternoon. It is afternoon. Yeah, I think you've just been looking at it for too long. And Panda's going to have a couple, but he'll probably have to boil the kettle again now. It's been a while. Devon says, it's admin week for me. I'm finally making the switch from MailChimp to MailerLite. Ugh, I know a lot of authors are having to do that. What genre do you write? That must be a complete pain to have to do that. Oh, and Richard says, MailerLite is so much better. I might switch over myself because I'm with MailChimp and I don't know whether I'm just being stupid or what, but I find it really, really difficult to use. It's just like rubbish. Martin says it's Earl Grey. Oh, yummy. I love Earl Grey. Oh, right. But easy. There we go. There's nothing going on. Oh, apologies. Paris has decided that something terrible is going on. Yeah, so Andy is very fussy about tea, but that's cool. And Richard says, you like your tea buildering. Laura says, I like that toast and jam flavor tea. Do you? I've seen it in the supermarket and I debated buying it, but I was like, I'm probably not going to like it. It's probably going to be too sweet for me. You know, I don't know. I'll come round to your house, Laura, and then I can just have a cup of yours. Buildery style to Cliff with the tea. Is that like just a British thing? Do US people know what builder's tea is? Or is it just like a UK thing? I don't know. And Martin says, I think we know how you ended up being sent to the colonies. Yeah, truth. And Andy says, I've never had toast and jam flavored tea. Interesting. Where do you get yours from? So you won't have delicious Earl Grey, but toast and jam flavored. That's okay. Weirdo. Laura Gomez gets hers from Tesco. They had it in Aldi. And Devon says, like English breakfast. I love English breakfast is what I tend to drink. That's what I've got here. Martin said, also, Emma Bennet said, my blurb was good and I've had a spring in my step ever since. I said one of the blurbs was very good. The other one I was really, really bossy with and controlling and a complete pain in the bum, for which I apologize. I'm not very good at controlling the bossy side of my nature. Devon says, do you get to read the whole book to write the blurb? Sounds like fun. I wouldn't have thought so. What you normally get is you just look at a synopsis. I mean, it kind of depends. Obviously, it's easier to write the blurb if you're already editing the book or if you know a lot about the book. But what I typically do when I write them is I just have a synopsis, or I will speak to the author about it. Rachel said, I got her perfect hero in the mail. Oh, cool. It's a pretty one. Thank you very much for buying it. Martin says, do we have to declare laundry? I also am doing laundry. Yeah, we declare laundry here. I'm constantly doing laundry. Okay, I have 4 teenage boys and 2 big dogs. The laundry is constant. Constant. And Joanne says to Mama Maggie that she's good, just really tired and groggy and sleepy. Oh, and had a rough night due to not feeling too good. I'm sorry to hear that. Rachel says, I love the cover autumnal colors. Yeah, it's my favorite one. Margaret says, someone's on break finally. Oh, have you been working too hard? And Devon says to Joanne, I'm making it through. I'm trying to cram changes to my biz before summer break begins, plus enjoying my beta feedback. Cool. I've got some beta feedback to still to go through. Margaret is having another slice of chocolate tea bread with my first cuppa while boiling milk for yogurt. Look at you go. I wish I had some chocolate tea bread. Martin says, it can work better to write them before finishing or starting the book. Really? I would never do that. Ever. Martin says, Ajax. What's Ajax? Ajax was going to be Paris's name when we first got him, but then we decided it sounded too much like toilet cleaner, so we changed it to Paris. Doggo's got a dog. Yeah, indeed. Easy graphics, hatred of nice teasers angered the dog. Yeah, they just took again something from outside, I think. And Devon says, it's actually super easy. You sign in, say you have MailChimp, and they transfer everything over. Oh, cool. I'm writing adult fantasy, light spice. Awesome. Thank you for telling me that. I envisaged like a really, really long process. It would be super annoying. So if it's that easy, I might just do it. Laura says Americans probably make their builders coffee. Yeah, they probably do. Margaret says, I know what it is, but I'm an Anglophile. You are indeed. Rachel says, I have no idea what it is, to be honest, builders. So builders tea is like strong tea. I think technically, if you say builders tea, it means that it's like English breakfast or, regular tea, basically, with milk and sugar in. It's like official builders tea. And Margaret says, are you kidding, Laura? So much sugar here. Yeah. So much, Sugar. We love the sugar. And Martin, if you move to MailerLite, be sure to clean your list of non-openers first. If you do that, you should. I don't know about these things. Do it for me. Why doesn't anybody do these things for me? Why don't I have an assistant? I wish I had an assistant. Easy Graphics said I'm using SendFox. It's not the best mailing service, to be honest, but I'm terrible with email marketing. Why do you use it if it's not very good? Sacco's here. Hello, Sacco. Thank you so much for popping in. And how are you today? Devon says they sold me at free for less than 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, completely. Yeah, so Margaret's been hopping among the chats trying to find someone on a break. Oh. Margaret says, oh, I meant Paris. Was it his barking? Yes, I think it was Paris, actually. Although it did sound a bit like Hector, but Hector doesn't normally bark at nothing like Paris does. Paris is an asshole. Anne says, look at you guys still chatting. Yeah, I will start another sprint. I'm just having a nice time going through all of these. Here we go. Where are we? Oh, and Sacco learned something new today about Builder's Tea. Very cool. Thanks for explaining. Mama Maggie still hasn't created a newsletter or email list. Do you think it's affecting you? I honestly don't know. Sacco missed my witchy stream, so I rescheduled and came here. Very cool. and Anne doesn't want to sprint. She just wants to have fun, and hanging is nice. It is nice, but I need to get some work done, people. Need to get some work done. Let's get these kittens up. It'll be okay if it's the kittens. It's not like I'm bringing up Judgmental Llama. Although, honestly, I think you guys could do with Judgmental Llama today, to be brutally honest. Okay, right. Let's get productive with these cute little kittens in 3 and 2 and 1. Let's get productive. There we go. How did that one do for you? I have fresh tea, which is always good. And I swapped over the washing as well. And I have been making a plan for the rest of the week. It's actually a bank holiday here in the UK today, but we don't tend to pay much attention to the bank holidays. So whatever, we all work from home, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. I realized I forgot to introduce myself at the beginning of the stream. I think it was just that I saw all these messages and I was like, oh, it's just all my friends here. Like everybody knows who I am. But if you are new, if you are watching the replay, my name is Emma Bennet and I am a contemporary romance author from the UK. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because we have lots of fun over here and share lots of fun books and tips and tricks and author life stuff, and it's great. So yeah, subscribe. Right, where were we up to? There was lots more chat again. This is lovely. This is lovely, but where did we? Oh my God, there's so much chat. Okay, I would do my best again to get through all of this. Something about judgmental llama. Here we go. We're about here. Okay, so Sako was saying that she'll do a chat in 10 minutes, and I popped a link to that because she is live at the moment. Margaret, sad to discover my local co-op closed yesterday, apparently a week ago. Too many break-ins and holds up. Frigging Portland. That must be so annoying. Now, where will I get green cardamom pods? I guess it will just have to be the giant river, won't it? And the really good dried cherries. Oh, maybe there's another one not too far away that you can do like a fun little trip to, you know, and make it awesome. Maybe I need to move to Wales. That's a good idea. ML says, I'm excited to start my standalone series I've already jotted notes about, but I still have to finish my current novel and free short story for my book club newsletter. Those shiny new ideas. I know. And Richard is offering Martin's house for Margaret to come and live in. So that's very thoughtful. Panda's trying to wind me up by reminding me that 2 of my boys are going to be off to uni in a few months. But they're coming back, okay? Seriously, they'll be coming back. They still need a room. And I was pointing out that my house is like well in the middle of Wales, whereas Martin's house is like just on the edge of Wales. Margaret says, is there more moral value attached to one or the other? Oh, where the houses are? No, not particularly. It's just if you want the full Welsh experience, come here. You get people, you actually have people talking Welsh like in the shops and stuff here. Martin's basically becoming a landlord. And I was wondering if Martin had a Richard room in his new house. Are you going to get 2 more dogs to compensate? I don't need to compensate because they're coming back. Oh my God. Oh, Laura Gomez is technically half Welsh. Margaret says, if you can't say the name of the world's longest named village, are you even living in Wales? Yes, you are, because I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce that whatsoever. And I have lived in Wales now for approaching 20 years. Martin suggesting that Margaret and I can go to Hay-on-Wye together. Yeah, the festival is in just a few weeks. Richard made some good use of copy and paste. Martin was asking how I know where his house is. Richard is a quarter Welsh. And apparently when I come on Flash, Richard Holiday will say it live. I'm not Welsh. Like, I'm not bothered if you can say it or not. I can say, like, some of the places in Wales are being I was going to say renamed, but it's kind of going back to their old names. And so the Brecon Beacons is no longer the Brecon Beacons, it's now Banai Breciniog. So I can say stuff like that, but I can't say like ridiculous stuff. There we go. And I was reminding Martin that I stalk him, which is how I know where his house is. And then we got into a discussion about Ann Summers somehow. Well, I started it, but I'm kind of regretting that now. Foot February, I have no idea what was going on. And Martin, if you want to pop a link to your OnlyFans, please feel free to do so in the chat. Yeah, I seriously want to know what this Foot February is, because I have no idea. Bypassing all the Ann Summers talk and Aer Lingus. Devon is completely switched over to MailerLite in less than 10 minutes, which is completely awesome. Panta had to leave us. He's such a grown-up. He's always going off to do sensible things, whereas we're just like, we'll have another hot drink and chat a little bit more. So if you change over to MailerLite, when you sign up, you get free 30-day access to premium without putting in a payment. I like it because I'm always forgetting, like you put in the payment for the free trial and then it's really hard to remember to cancel it. So that's very cool. Shannon's Live gave Margaret a new idea for a video. Cool. MailerLite is great. You can schedule even on the free version. That's very handy. That might make me do more. I still haven't sent out a newsletter with my publishing news about my new publishing deal, which is ridiculous. I shall put that on my list of things I need to do because that is very silly. There is the link to Sacco's video. Margaret says informational. This is about the video that she's got, but that doesn't make me feel an imposter. We'll see about the execution next. Cool. Devon is wanting to back up old newsletters because of sharing a bit of world building in each one. That sounds like a smart idea if you can do it. But Richard wasn't sure if you can transfer your archives across. Margaret was asking if you know Kish Kumar and or Coco Khan. I know Kish Kumar. I don't think I know Coco Khan, but not Richard's kind of thing. Apparently, they just started a podcast on YouTube under the banner of my favorite podcasters. It's called Pod Save the UK. That's a good name. And Estelle popped in to say hi. Hello, Estelle. How are you? You've only got like a few weeks of your maternity left now, haven't you? I think you said it was June that you were going back to work. Richard managed another 650 words despite all the chatting he's been doing. I'm suspicious. Richard needs to do ironing now. I haven't ironed. Oh, I was going to say I haven't ironed anything in years. Like, no, I probably haven't actually. Like the only thing that gets ironed here is like shirts for my boys when they're working or they need to be smart for something. Estelle says, "Am I that famous?" You are to me. And Devon is getting ready to download all of her past MailChimp campaigns. Hope it goes well. Got another chapter and a third outlined. Well done. And then the missus phoned. Cool. That she's off at work and you just get to hang in the house. Oh, nice. I love hanging in my house. My house is the best place to hang ever. It's just wonderful. Okie dokes. Right, let's go into another sprint. There we go. Bum, bum, bum. It must be about time. Been chatting for ages again. Okie dokes. Right, let's be all productive and awesome with these wonderful kitties in 3 and 2 and 1. Let's go. How did that go for you guys? Were you all productive and awesome and amazing? I bet you were. I have got a proper plan for the week sorted out now, so that is really, really cool, including important things like what we're going to eat and stuff like that, which it's cool to get sorted out early. It saves time during the week if you know what you're going to be buying and what you're going to be cooking, is what I say. Yeah, so pop down if you have any word counts or anything, pop them down in the chat. Where did we get up to? Right, Estelle was saying that her maternity leave was last year, but I wasn't completely wrong because I was sure that she was off work until June, which she is. She's at home until June, and she's she's starting a design boot camp, which sounds really, really cool. I'm guessing it's to do with book design. Is it covers? Is it formatting and stuff? I want to know the details. And her little baby is turning 1 in 2 weeks. Oh, I remember my eldest's first birthday. He had so many birthday cakes. It was crazy because of all like the mum and baby groups that we used to go to, and then like family and friends and stuff. I think he ended up with I made him about 4 different cakes over the space of like 4 or 5 days. It was good fun. Oh, it's web design. Very, very cool. There is a lot of call for that with everybody needing websites now. Estelle said, I'm a marketer, but the idea with the design bootcamp is to switch career to be happier in what I do. Very, very cool. That is nice to hear. I like people being happy in their work. It's very important. Martin outlined a 3rd chapter. You are on a roll today. And Devon says, okay, so it looks like it can take up to 24 hours to download my old MailChimp campaigns. Just checking. I thought Paris had got up on the sofa then. But I'll get a zip file of all of them to download to my computer. Very cool. Then I'll delete that account before they charge me $20. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, Aladdin. Well done. SD, where did SD's thing go? There we go. SD is on her last sprint and then we'll be over. That'd be so nice to have her here. And Devon was saying that she's been putting it off for months because I thought it would take me all day just to figure out how. Yeah, that's why I've been, because I heard that everybody was saying that you should move over and I was like, should I? Laura says, do babies eat cake? A 1-year-old eats cake. A 1-year-old eats cake. Like we didn't put loads of like icing and stuff on it. It was just them. I think they were basically just plain like Victoria sponges. And his main one, I had little Mr. Men figures and I made like a little picnic for them on that. I made them like a little picnic blanket out of icing squares and stuff, if I remember. It was pretty cool. But yeah, I think it was just Victoria sponge. But yeah, they eat cake. And Devon says, that sounds cool to Estelle. I really need to revamp mine before my first book is published. Yes. It seems like it wasn't that long ago, but I think it's actually been like 3 years since I had my website completely revamped, but it has been updated since then, like with the new book covers and stuff like that. Estelle says, babies eat cake. Yeah, babies love cake. I mean, you don't want to give them like masses of it, just like you don't want to eat masses of it, but we're doing a little cheesecake for the little one's birthday. Oh, that sounds like a good idea. What a lot of parents do now is a smash cake where they just make this huge cake and put it in front of the baby and just let the baby kind of like, and take a picture. But that just seems like such a waste of cake to me. Like, would you really want to eat the cake after the baby's grubby hands have been all like in it and stuff? I don't like that idea at all. But yeah, nice little bit of cake. And you know those Colin the Caterpillar cakes or Cuthbert the Caterpillar or whatever? You can get them everywhere now. And the head of it is like solid chocolate. And my eldest, when he was like, I don't know, he must have been about 1.5, before 1.5, younger than 1.5, because his brother was born when he was 18 months. So he must have been like a bit younger than that. Anyway, he was at a birthday party, and he was given the head by somebody, and he just got so covered. And my friend was like, why are you letting him do that? I was like, oh, I don't care. Like, it's funny. Like, I'll just put him in the bath when I get home. He's having such a nice time. He was literally just like covered in this chocolate. It was amazing. Estelle says, haha, it is a waste of cake. Yeah, I see it, and I'm just like, okay, I get like it's a nice picture, but that looks like a really expensive cake, because they don't just do it with regular cake either. They do it with like really fancy cake and huge cakes. It's like, yeah, it's just a waste. But yeah, he's gonna get a little cupcake-sized cheesecake. That's so cute. Devon says we made us a little smash cake. Cool. Gosh, that was a long time ago. My boys are 17 and 13 now. Yeah, my eldest is going to be 20 at the end of the year. I got 4, and the youngest he's nearly 14. It's ridiculous. It goes by so quickly. Maybe I should give them smash cakes for their birthdays this year. That would be nice. Maybe they'd appreciate a smash cake, and I could take a cute picture of them attacking it. I don't think they'd agree to that somehow. Yeah. Coolio. Right, I'm wanting to make sure that I'm aware of the time, because I'm really wanting everybody to be able to go over and to watch Richard's premiere of his trailer thing. So I want to make sure that I'm done like a few minutes before 6. So what I'll do is I'll start another sprint now, and then so we should have time for 2 more sprints before we stop, so that we can go over and see Richard's thing. Okie dokes. So, right, I'm hoping this is set up properly. Let's see. Yeah. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hello, hello. That was our penultimate sprint. Penultimate, that's a good word, isn't it? If Richard is there, this penultimate one that you have added to your list of good words, because I definitely like that one. There we go, all set up. I'm being quite organized today with the with my timer and things, aren't I? Proud of me. Okay, so let's have a look and see where we are. Here we go. Devon said, and done. Time to deactivate MailChimp. That really has been like not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. Well done. SD is back. I'm back in less than an hour before Richard's book trailer is released. Yes, I will make sure that I put the link in the chat before we head off so that everybody can go over there. ML says, I named my new journal Olivia because it has an olive green hardcover. Just thought it would be nice to start naming my journals while writing entries. I'm finishing my first entry sometime today. Cool. Angela Drake popped in and said, made the thumbs sparkle. And I popped the link to Angela Hester's stream, which is also going on at the moment. And not that I want you to desert me, but she does have a cat who is like all over the place, and it's pretty awesome. I nearly didn't come back to you guys. I nearly just stopped this stream and stayed over there. So there is the link to the trailer. But like I say, I'll make sure that I pop it lower down as well so that people can go along. Inka is here. Hello, Inka. How are you today? Thank you so much for coming in. And Shadow's Lair is here as well. Dropped in to hit the like button. And Shadow is doing well this morning. Very cool. And I was asking how we're all doing. I said, we're all just waiting for Richard's trailer, basically getting through life until then. Richard says, I believe penultimate is there already. Nice. And another link, look, everybody, he's not going to shut up about it, and neither is SD unless we go over there. So just agree to go, okay? ML says about 300 words written in my current chapter. Inka says, Angela has 2 cats, but Moki definitely likes to show her butt more. How lovely. Aren't cats just delightful? Yeah, so I was doing a little bit of my beta reader edits. I haven't properly got into them yet. I'm just kind of going through one of them to see. I don't think, knowing this beta reader, there isn't anything kind of structural. It's just going to be little bits that she's picked out, so that's fine. And then I got this book down that I wanted to start reading, How to Write Your First Novel. I thought it would be useful for my writing class, but it is, I don't even like holding it near me. I didn't realize how stinky this book was. I got a secondhand copy, you know, The Trees, but I think it was in a smoker's house and it's so minging. I'm going to have to go and put that outside or something. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Not nice at all. So yeah, that was cool. And obviously I went over and popped into the other stream as well. So that was cool. That was cool. Right. So we have just got time for another sprint before we all have to go over to Richard again. So apologies for not having a very long break this time. But come on, we've got to prioritize here. And it's very important that we have time to have a pee if we need one and then head over. Richard, is it just the trailer or is it like you there as well, kind of introducing it or whatever and stuff? I want to know more details about this, please. That would be great. Okay, so let's go into our final stream so that we are done on time. So we'll be all productive and awesome for the final time in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hello, hello. That is the end of our final sprint. How did it go for you guys? It was cool for me. I've really been chopping and changing today. I was working on the short story that I wrote as part of my Camp Nano stress. So I was enjoying that. Yeah, I'd left it now for like a couple of weeks. So it was nice to come back to it. And I was quite pleased with it. Quite pleased. Right, Devon had a suggestion for my stinky book. She said you can put the book in a Ziploc bag with some baking soda, puts the smell all right out. I've done it a couple of times. I think I'll have to. That properly stinks. It's gross. Yeah, so Richard Holiday's video is a trailer premiere, but he'll be in the chat. I wondered whether he was doing like an introduction and then the trailer and answering questions or whatever. RC is back. And I said hola to him, and I got ¿Cómo estás, Guerra? And I said exactly. And he says, "How are you, white woman?" I knew how are you because I had Spanish au pairs growing up. But the white woman, I actually looked it up because it's like it's slang and it's like from Mexico, according to what I was looking up. So did not know that one. You learn something every day. There we go. SD says, good. Do something. Why's my watch going bonkers? Oh, it's taking my temperature. I don't need you to take my temperature. Thanks. Right, Devon says, thanks for hosting. I'm still rebuilding my email landing page. Cool. I hope that goes really well for you. And RC says, off to work. Oh dear. Never mind. Maybe something exciting will happen, or maybe something will inspire you so that you'll write something about it. And that would be amazing. And Inka's saying, thank you for the sprints. That is no problem whatsoever. I am very, very glad that we were able to do this. There is the link in the chat to Richard's trailer premiere. We've all been bullied into going. Just everyone, just go. Okay, just do it. It's going to be in like 10 minutes. So there's kind of just time to go and have a wee, make yourself a cup of tea or whatever, get yourself sorted and head over to his channel. And please make sure that you boop the like button if you haven't already and subscribe if you're not, because I would love you to hang around more. I'm going to be doing quite a few lives this week. Nothing tomorrow, but on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, I will be back at the same time. So that's 3 p.m. BST. So I really hope to see some of you guys there, and I will see you over in the chat on Richard's channel. Bye for now.